Alright guys, back with another video here today, and we're going to be doing another Black Leader, either mid or meta discussion video, deck building video, whatever it's going to call. I still don't know what the name of this series is actually going to be. I thought mid and meta sounded pretty cool, but I don't know. We'll hopefully by the time we get through every single leader, we'll kind of figure it out here a little bit. So, today, got a lot of choices here still. A lot of choices. I don't know. Honestly, do Vigex. I feel like Vigex is a good one here. You know what? I got an idea. We're gonna do Gohan here. I think Gohan's pretty cool. This leader's actually never been played. I just bought this leader, mainly because I keep a book of all like the black leaders, and I try to get them like highest rarities possible. I've actually never got this leader. I wasn't playing, I think, at the time when this leader was available for like pre-release events. Granted, I don't really go to pre-release events. I'm not a big fan of the sealed format. I think it's very boring, but regardless, I think we're gonna do this one. I'm trying to think. I don't know what video just came out, so I may not actually do this yet. Let's do Demigra. Demigra's a cool one. So, Gasoline Malice Demigra. Honestly, this is such a cool leader, right? Probably one of the premier aggro decks in black that is not Saiyan based. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that this leader has Wormhole, right? So Wormhole is when you activate an Overrealm or a Dark Overrealm, this card gains Wormhole. If you guys don't know what Wormhole is, it's essentially just allowing you to Overrealm or Dark Overrealm twice in one turn, which is incredibly powerful. When this card attacks, a leader, that's kind of, I guess, the problem, right? You burst up to top 3, and if all the cards are black, if all the cards in your drop, all the cards placed in your drop area are black, you draw 1. So the problem is that running like things like Champa, things like that, end up being a little detrimental. If you burst them, right? Now when your life is at 4 or less, you restand 2. Which is probably the best part about this leader, is that the fact that you can kind of go real crazy on your turn 2, and then awaken and restand 2 energy, right? When this card attacks, you draw 1, and then actually at main, you place 3 cards, black cards from your warp into your drop area. So that's kind of this is like the first version of like the Dark Broly, SS4 Vegeta, things like that, right? So I think we'll do Ghastly Malice Demigra here. I think this actually could be pretty cool. It's actually a leader that I don't think I've actually picked up this leader since the Turles promo got banned. If you guys remember Ghost Warrior Turles. That awesome card, which honestly could be played now and it wouldn't be broken. But it was paired with like the Universe 2 stuff, and that stuff was... was it Universe 2? I think it's Universe 2. No, not Universe 2. Universe 3. Universe 3. So all the robots and stuff. It was an amazing deck. So, what do we start with? That's going to be the question here, right? So first things first is probably going to be the Demigra package, the Demonic Overlord package. I think it's probably going to be the best, just like early pressure card, because earlier is the Demigra. You tap 2, burst 2, take up to 1 or 2 life, and you play a Gravy and a Poutine. So very similar to how the Toa deck actually operates now. But this is just more of an Overrealm based version of that deck, right? So probably good here. Now we're gonna add gravies and poutines, which got a few different options for poutine. So this poutine is probably the best one here, right? This is probably everyone's favorite. I don't know if it's actually the best one though. Probably is. Like looking at these other ones. This one's actually pretty good too. This one actually just allows you to grab a Demigra from your deck. 4-drop Demigra, so we'll have 2 of that one. We'll probably do 1 Poutine the Dark Sorcerer. We'll just do 4 Umbral Mites for now. That way we have them. And we'll do gravies. So gravies are a little bit different. I think we got a few different options here. So obviously this gravy here, it's just a 20k. We're not gonna overwhelm it for 2, but this guy, he's not foil, so we're gonna do Umbral Mite gravy here. And this gravy here is cool too. This just allows you to have a in archetype card that just allows you to just kind of take a life and swing. So we'll add some of these guys in there too. And then we'll tech in 1 chain attack gravy. This card's actually pretty cool. So this card is removed from the battle area. You send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's shop area to the warp, which means that it works against you 7. Very similar to like the Shroom and Salsa deck. Also, when you combo with a evil wizard, demon realm racer, or demon god, on your turn you draw 1. So it's pretty cool. So we'll tech in 1 of those. All right. So that's kind of that package there. It's a 17 card package, pretty big package there. Now we want to do some other stuff. So Vegeta Super Combo, since we're gonna be at 4 life, boom, boom, boom. It's pretty good there. I don't know if you want to do. So what are some other? I mean, probably running the 1 Gogeta does seem pretty volatile, right? Like just having the versatility of being able to play 1. So let's see what else we got for targets here. This guy seems like a pretty good choice. We'll tech him in for now. Oh, these are just. Well, these aren't. Will that get rid of that? Because there's more. There's obviously more Overrealm cards. There we go. Let's see. So Beyond All Limits is probably gonna get put in the deck. Feels like a good card to run. Some other stuff in here. Fane Grading would be cool. Probably Fane Grading. No, I don't like Fane Grading, honestly. There's Thwarting. The problem is that we want to be able to. I guess the issue is not having. So we can't obviously Mask Saiyan and fighting against Fates are banned, right? We don't really want a lot of larger Overrealms because we can only, like on our Awakened turn, if you don't have enough in the Overrealm, you're probably gonna swing on this side first and then draw and then Awaken, right? But it doesn't make much sense unless you're playing something beforehand, right? So you're probably playing a Demigra or you're doing something for 2 energy before you go into your Awakened turn, and then you can Overrealm twice afterwards, right? But like the first Overrealm is going to be a big Overrealm, so it's probably going to be Beyond All Limits. And the second one's probably going to be a much smaller because of us not having, you can only put back 3, right? So, I mean, Trunks is probably the better one here. Trunks puts it into the Warp, which could be good. Bardock's pretty good too. Throw Bardock in there for now. I mean, I would love to run a Unison. I just don't think it's very needed. Brainwash is pretty good. Tenacious is pretty good. Time Regular is very good. We can't run this because our leader's not a Toa or an Android, so it doesn't matter. The Relentless Destruction's pretty good. Demon God Poutine's pretty good. It's more like a tech card though. Scientist Fu, not bad. Honestly, Scientist Fu's not bad. But again, we're taking a slot away from Beyond All Limits, right? And the idea is to have as much like free value as possible off of that. So Demigra is probably going to be our 2-cost Overrealm. It just kind of makes the most sense, I think, for the deck. Yeah, probably it definitely makes the most sense. So we'll probably stick with that. So go back here. So we have we'll take Bardock out. Time Regulator's pretty fire. Put up well, do 3 for now. That's not good. We'll take that out since we want to leave that big slot open for that, which then allows us to run Demigra. I wish she was a 4-cost, so you can grab it off Poutine, because Poutine can grab, you know, this guy here. So that seems pretty good there. Now, what else could be a good tech option for this deck? So things like Koitsukai probably can go on the side. We don't really need those in the main deck. What about the Vegex engine? Vegex engine actually could be pretty fire. Obviously we threw this in the another list that I've done, but being able to pay 3 for this and then restanding 2 energy is actually pretty fire. So that's actually pretty cool. We can probably run. We'll do 4 for now, and we'll do 3 with the big guy since this guy evolves on top. So if you guys don't know what this card does, you tap 3, you Union Pator from the warp or on board, and essentially you just put those cards underneath it on the field, right? 25k double strike, and when it's played, you add a 4 or less battle card from your warp, right? It says add a battle card 4 or less, not a black battle card. So essentially, if you do have a Champa or something in there for the Destruction Champa, you actually can grab that back, which is pretty cool. So you actually can grab this back because it's under 4 cost. So we're gonna run 2 of these in the deck for now. You also can grab back your super combo, which is probably going to be the more ideal target. If you don't have any super combos in there, you can grab back a further Destruction Champa. You can grab back a Trunks here, which is cool because then you played this, right? So like on your Awaken turn, you can tap 3 for this guy, right? Awaken, right? So you're drawing a card off of this. You're restanding 2, right? You now have your Leader Swing, which is going to be a 15k that draws you a card. You have a 25k swing here, which then you can turn into a 30k swing here. And then you have a Trunk Swing, or like Beyond No Limits, or whatever, right? You have that swing. Brainwash No More also is in here too, because it is a 30k body. Which probably should be Feign Greeting. I think it's probably the... Like, if you don't have Feign Greeting, you can use Brainwash. Because I don't like Feign Greeting. I'm not paying the price for that card. Thankfully, it's getting a reprint down the road. So, but we'll tech in 2 of those for now. So you have 2 big bodies here, and the only reason why I'm adding this is so we have another target for Gogeta, because we are going to add the 1-drop Cantrip Goku to pair it with the Vegeta. But you have options of doing so you have you got a lot. Like you have one of these 6-cost Overrealms here. This one costs you 1, so it's more like situational here. But you have one of these 30k swings. You then have this for 1 energy for a 25k swing. You have one of these and then another Overrealm, right? Plus this 25k swing here, plus then evolving that into a 30k swing. So you have a lot of swings, and that's not mentioning whatever else you have on the board from Demigra. You may have a Poutine, you may have this gravy here. So you have a lot to kind of mess with here. Secret rare we're gonna do is for this deck, because we spit out so many battle cards, we're gonna do Pan. Pan makes the most sense for this deck. If you don't have Pan, either one of the black Kais will do its job. Both Kais are excellent as well. Brainwash may be a little bit better for the deck because it's a 50k double strike for 1 energy. And then if you have the extra energy up, which you potentially may, it just gives you a floodgate for the next turn. So, but Pan definitely for this particular version of the deck. We want to stay around at 50 as much as possible. So let's run. Probably just do 4 Support of the Dark Empire, and then we'll do Super Kamehameha. This list is very similar to the SS4 list that you guys probably saw before the SS4 Goku list. The difference is obviously going to be like the Demigra here. So they have very, very similar styles, but they're going to be varied a little bit. That's probably good. So we don't need 4. Probably 3 of this is fine. What's cool is that you can end up like Gokuing, grabbing back like a Gogeta or something else, right? And then you can also play this. So like on turn 3 you can play a Demigra. Actually you can't. No, because you need to be on your Awakened side. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, you can't Demigra and then Awaken and then have another Overrealm. So you have to do it on the other side. Technically, you could play the Demigra Unison, right? It may actually not be a bad idea to play the Demigra Unison, because you're not a god. Yeah, it doesn't actually work. Okay. Yeah, never mind. That's a bad thing. Never mind. 51 cards. Yeah, it's not bad. Is there any other Overrealms that make more sense than the Poutine? Right? I don't know. That's the thing. It's like I don't know if anything else actually makes more sense. I wish the big Demigra card, the 7-drop guy, I wish he was actually more versatile, but paying 4 energy for a card that doesn't have barrier, and it doesn't do as much when you play it, right? It's just not very good. Banisher Fu's pretty cool, but it costs an energy. I'd rather play Poutine in that sense. Brainwash is probably the better one. Is there anything else? I guess Further Destruction Mira would be a target potentially. Actually, you know what? I think we'll take Faint Greeting out and just put this in there just for now. It's 53. A lot. Yeah, that's probably the best. It's probably for the best. Now for side deck. So side deck, this will probably look a little bit similar here. We'll do 3 Koitsukai. This because of how the deck functions, you're probably not going to be doing a lot of. You're not going to be like deviating from this sort of strategy. You're probably just going to be like just substituting some stuff in, and then just keeping everything else. So we're going to do 2 Black Mask Saiyan, and as you can see, why. Right, like we're like Black Mask Saiyan would basically just come in for gravy. It does very similar things. This will just be against decks that Black Mask Saiyan can punish. 1 more Super Kamehameha. We have 3 Koitsukais in case we need to sub out something to deal with. They have another Floodgate Stopper, I guess. We'll do Crimson Strike because Crimson Strike does give us a boost, and also this allows us to, if we don't, if we want to be able to Overrealm. Like, because you can technically Overrealm turn 1, right? Like, you're going to be able to swing and do stuff, right? This just gives you an option to being able to Overrealm on turn 1 into a Demigra, because Demigra or a Goku, right? Because you can, you're only going to burst 3 on your first attack. This will burst you another, up to 4, but you're probably just going to burst 2 and draw a card. Also just pumps you 5k, which is pretty good too. And I don't really think there's anything else, because, oh yeah. Actually, you know what we need? I know what we need. Hold on. So we're actually gonna take these out. We're gonna do the SS4 Vegeta. I don't know why I took the SS4 Vegeta out. That was kind of dumb. So we do those, but we need the Goku. Challenging and Demon God. We need the 1-drop Goku, because 1-drop Goku allows us to go into. So we have this guy here. Yeah, he's probably the best target. battle card negates, no, we don't need them, right? Just not doesn't really work in this deck as well. Actually, you know what? We can probably just tech them in there, I guess, right? Just a solid, just stop stuff, right? Where's Goku at? Yeah, so we'll just do 2 of these for now. Do the promo guy. It doesn't really make a difference, I guess, right? That's probably good. Yeah, it's good. Probably throw in, we'll throw in 2 Finn, just for a little extra defense on there. And actually, you know what I'll do too is, actually we'll do 2 Black Mask Saiyan. We'll do 2 of the Finn preparing to fight. So this card's actually really cool, and has not got a lot of viewing so far because we haven't had a lot of black decks top the past, what, three events, right? So this Finn here, essentially the same idea as the Gravy, right? And you can actually make an argument to just play Finn instead of the Gravy, right? Which is completely possible, right? But Gravy, we actually can play this Gravy technically off of the Demigra. So it's just another target there, right? But what this card does, it takes a life and then you play a token, right? So if you can turn 2, right? You can you play this, you swing with it, you play a token. You swing at leader, you burst 3. Then you can poutine and have another token up still for blocker, right? So you can actually this will play a token. In some cases, if you're playing against a deck, let's say a deck that like Bulma, right? You actually can play this and then it creates another attacker, so you can swing with the token. And then play Poutine, swing at Poutine, pop the rest mode to token to restand her, then swing with her other token. You can aggro down a Bulma deck like really, really quickly, right? But also like decks that play like the 5k unisons, like Cooler and things like that, you can basically just go right into this and just pop their Demigra, right? After a while, they're just not going to save it. This is probably a honestly, this list is fire, honestly. Honestly, like, this deck is actually very easy to build because you really just need to play around this and then you have like your big plays later on, right? Ratio wise, you can probably change some stuff. I don't think a unison is necessary for this deck because we are an aggro deck. We don't really need to be paying energy for unisons. It doesn't really help us out too much. The Demigra one would have helped, just giving us wormhole on the front side, but you have to be a god or a Saiyan only, so we're neither. We're demon god. So yeah, list is pretty fire, I think. Like I said, you're going for turn 3 kills, potentially earlier. You can probably pressure them down on turn 2. You could definitely go into like 1 Demigra and then a second Demigra, which would be absolutely nuts, like value wise, but I don't know, you probably wouldn't want to do that. It's probably more so turn 3, but you can definitely spam out a lot of stuff very, very quickly because of the wormhole effect. So it's a pretty cool deck. This is definitely something I would say definitely playtest this to kind of get the sequencing down. The idea would be to Demigra turn 2 if you're playing against a slow deck, and then turn 3 either Demigra here or Vegex if you have the ability to, and then Awaken. I honestly, it probably would be better to like Gogeta and play something for your 2 energy, like if you don't have the Vegex, and then restand the 2 Overrealm, you know. Yeah, we don't have a lot of Vegetas. We have the super combos, things like that. But no, I think this is pretty powerful here. So let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. If you guys have any change ideas, you know, obviously put them in the comments. Love sharing all that information here. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.